some of the most powerful people in history have been really able to master this skill. A skill that, if I had learned much earlier, would have saved me from so much unnecessary disappointment. And that is learning to be silent. And before clicking away, thinking that I'm telling you to be quiet or to even be invisible, that isn't what I mean at all. I am suggesting to you to stop giving everyone unlimited access to your mind, your dreams, and your next move. And this is hard because, we live in a world where oversharing is almost expected. Everyone wants to share every meal, every relationship. We are encouraged to document our lives in real time, all the time. Honestly, I don't think that this is entirely a bad thing. We know we are all humans. We're all social creatures. We're built for connection, and we want to be seen and want to have people understand and celebrate us, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with nature just doing her job. Validation feels good. Sharing moments have created communities, and people have had utterly successful careers from just sharing little moments in their lives. But there is a line, and crossing that costs more than what people realize. I think if you've lived long enough, you've been in the position where you've had an idea and you shared it with someone, and regardless of what their intentions are, may it be good or bad, it altered the course of that idea, and now it's dead before you even started. You've unknowingly handed over pieces of your decision over to people who aren't going to live with those consequences. Like, that's what oversharing does. And it's not necessarily like the idea or whatever it is that you're sharing, insert idea or whatever it is that you're sharing here. It is how you now perceive it. So all that excitement that you initially had is now tainted. And this is because it allows people to criticize. There are more voices being invited that you can no longer hear your own. It also allows people to manipulate, because in a way, the things that are meant to be for yourself is incredibly revealing, and the right person may catch on to what it reveals and use that. And remember, it is a choice to speak or not. Once you speak, you don't have any other choices after that. The absence of words cannot be misunderstood. It cannot be judged or twisted or shared with others. And this lesson is so ancient. There are so many examples in history that shows what the power of silence can do. Even in different religions. In Christianity, words are treated as a moral force. In the Bible, it constantly reminds us that life and death are in the power of the tongue. In Judaism, the idea of guarding your tongue, not because speaking is bad, but because words carry consequences. In Buddhism, the right speech is one of the steps in the Noble Eightfold Path. You have these different religions with their different reasonings, all coming to the same conclusion that silence is so significant. And that means that it requires so much discipline. Silence reveals your own belief system. And I touched on this before, like when I said how your perception changes, not necessarily the idea. It forces you to sit with the idea, the action, the plan, and see if you actually believe in it. It develops your awareness. You become better at assessing things on your own. You are a guide of yourself, and you're developing and knowing that you trust yourself enough to know what's best for yourself. And I can totally acknowledge that there are times where you should obviously speak up, but only when it's earned. So let some things remain between you and God. Let some things remain between you and your future self. And let some things just simply grow in the dark.